in 2021 and in 2022, I was a video gamer and I played video games every single day of those years. And that was a point that I didn't really have that much willpower and mental strength. And for me, it was a crucial thing to develop if I wanted to improve my life, which I actually wanted to, especially in 2022. In 2021, I wasn't aware of self-improvement at all, but in 2022, my awareness actually started to widen and my eyes started to open I started to discover self-improvement at that point. For me at this point in 2022, I had just been doing so many bad habits and instant dopamine activities that gave me just a hit in dopamine and it spiked, and then it was so hard for me to just apply myself to something important like starting a project or getting consistent in the habits that I wanted to, or just brushing my teeth at some weekends were actually pretty hard because I didn't have the motivation because my dopamine receptors were just fried. And mental strength and also willpower and discipline actually correlate heavily with each other. So it's extremely important. If you want to improve your mindset, you will have to improve your mental strength. So how do we build our own mental strength? It's down to just doing small activities every single day and just keep on overloading and just keep on making progress. And also, don't overlook the small things. So it's basically the same advice. So don't overlook these small things. I mean that just take action, basically. Take actions on the small things that I will teach you. So a thing that you can do today, if you haven't already made your bed, make it. I want you to make your bed because in every single motivational speech video with like Jordan Peterson or David Goggins or someone just speaking about success, they're like a 4-minute video that will completely change your life in 7 minutes by Jordan Peterson I don't even know, but you know these videos, I really was a junkie on those videos. I just consumed a lot of them, especially from people like David Goggins, and I just got a sense of dopamine, and then it all just went down, and I didn't apply myself to something important. But make your bed, do something small. If you've already made your bed, what I would suggest is just clean up your room if it's not already cleaned. So just do a small activity today that you don't really feel like doing. It can be carrying out the trash or just cleaning up your room. Just do something that feels pretty uncomfortable, but that it isn't that big, because people think that discipline is going to the gym. Of course it is if you don't go to the gym, but for a person like me, it doesn't require that much discipline to go to the gym. I just enjoy it, and I don't really think it's required discipline right now for me to go to the gym. A thing that will actually be required for me to have some discipline for is just like, I don't know, stretching actually, and other things like, let me think of something that requires discipline. What do I don't want to do? Sometimes it's like, yeah, I would say just being distraction free for some time, like reflecting and staring at my wall can be pretty uncomfortable sometimes when I really wanted to read or listen to a podcast or something like that. Be bored for some time, because when was the last time that you were actually sat down just staring at your wall and just be thinking about stuff, or just not trying to think at all? And when you do that, you will have some of the greatest realization that you've had so far. And that can actually be something. Just stare at your wall for 3 minutes, or just close your eyes and focus on your breathing for 3 minutes. Just do something that is a little bit uncomfortable today. And over time, I want you to increase the amount and add on more and more and more habits. So that way, over time, you will improve so significantly that you wouldn't even realize the person who you were just a few months ago. And that is the exact point that you want to get to. Because in one of my other videos, where I don't know if it's released yet or not, but it's called like a message to my younger self, or it will be released in a few days. I don't know when you're watching this. But anyway, in that video, I say that I started to overload habits. And over time, when you start doing that, and I didn't overlook these small things, and when you do that, you will improve so much that you couldn't even imagine yourself. And that was the point that I was on right now. For me, in like, I don't know, just take 2 months ago, for example, I think to myself that I wasn't even disciplined at that point. And at that point, I thought to myself, yeah, man, I'm actually putting in some great work here. And that is just the natural part of self-improvement, because you will realize that you've improved so rapidly just because you put in the effort every single day to do something uncomfortable. So I really hope that you got some value out of this video, and remember to just pick something small to do today and just overload it over time. And I really hope that you got some value out of this video, and see you in the next one.